Right, we have a November 2023 question paper for mathematics paper 1. We have instructions there. Our additional materials are mathematical instruments only. So the instructions there, before starting an exam, you should carefully read your instructions and follow instructions. So you have to write your name, candidate number, center number on the spaces provided. Then you have to answer all questions. Use black or blue pen and answer in the spaces provided. Do not omit any essential working, because you lose marks for that. So you have to show all your working. Also carefully read instructions and questions and understand them before attempting any question. So let's move on to our question number 1. Number 1, express 4,695 to 2 decimal places. We are to express this to 2 decimal places. 2 decimal placings, it means after the comma there should be 2 digits. So it's 1, 2. So 9 is the second digit. We look at this digit after our 9. Is it 5 or more? If it's 5 or more, we add 1 to 9. It becomes 4,6, but this 9, then if we add 1, it becomes 10. So the 10, our 10 there is going to add on to 6. So it becomes 4,70. So the answer there is 4,70. Then 794,321 significant figure. This is the first significant figure, so it's 1 significant figure. We round off. The next digit is 9, so we are going to add 1 onto 7 and it becomes 8. These two become zeros, so it becomes 800. Then 0,00231 in standard form. We move our comma 1, 2, 3. So we have moved our comma 3 places to the right. So it becomes 2,31 times 10 to the power negative 3. So the final answer there is 2,31 times 10 to the power negative 3. Then number 2, write down 7 times 8 to the power 3 plus 8 plus 6 as a number in base 8. Right, as a number in base 8, if we expand in powers of 8 there, we are going to have 7 times 8 to the power 3. The next digit is going to be 0 because we do not have 8 to the power 2 there. So it becomes 0 times 8 to the power 2. Then this is 8 to the power 1, so it's plus 1 times 8 to the power 1. Then plus 6 times 8 to the power 0. So if we express this number as a number in base 8, it becomes 7016 to base 8. So our answer there is 7016 base 8. Then we are to convert 57 base 10 to a number in base 6. When converting a number from base 10 to a smaller base, we have to divide by that base. Right, by the base we intend to convert to. So we are going to divide 6 into 57. We have 9 there, remainder 3. 6 into 9 is 1, remainder 3. 6 into 1 it's 0, remainder 1. Then we read out our numbers, our digits going upwards. We are going to write the remainder part and our digits are going to be written upwards. So 57 base 10 is equal to 133 base 6. So our final answer is 133 base 6. Then part C there, evaluate 1 base 2 plus 1 base 2, giving you answer in base 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. Then this 2 into our 2, it becomes 1, remainder 0. We are going to write remainders there. Then 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus this 1, it becomes 2. Then 2 into our 2 that we have obtained, it's 1, remainder 0. 1 plus 0 is 1 plus 1, 2. Then this 2, this base into 2 that we have obtained, it's 1, remainder 0. Then 0 plus 1 is 1 to base 2. So our final answer there is 1, 0, 0, 0 base 2. Right, moving on to number 3. Express 0217 is a time in 12-hour notation. It's 2:17 a.m. Then for a general parallelogram, state the number of lines of symmetry. So the number of lines of symmetry there is 0. For a general parallelogram, the number of lines of symmetry is 0. Then order of rotational symmetry is 2. So we are saying if we draw a general parallelogram, by symmetry we mean a line which, if we fold this, so we are saying if we fold this part, let's say we draw a line there, we fold this part over this part. If it has a line of symmetry on this diagonal, this part should fit exactly on top of this other part, but this can't happen on a general parallelogram, so it has no line of symmetry. Then moving on to number 4. Moving on to number 4. Given f of x is equal to 3x minus 1, find f of minus 2, a function of minus 2. So for function of minus 2, we already have function of x. So our x is being substituted with minus 2. So for function of minus 2, we are going to have 3, we substitute x with minus 2 minus 1. Then we are going to have 3 times minus 2 is 3 times negative 2 is negative 6 minus 1. It becomes negative 7. So our final answer is negative 7. Then also, given that f of x is equal to 3x minus 1, find x if f function of x is equal to 5. So for our function of x, we are going to substitute that with 5. So function of x is going to be 5, which is equal to 3x minus 1. Then we solve this equation. So solving this equation, we have this negative 1 coming to this side. 5 plus 1 is equal to 3x. 5 plus 1 is 6, is equal to 3x. then dividing both sides by 3 to remain with x on this side. We have x being equal to 2. So our x is equal to 2. Then 5a, simplify negative 3m to the power of 4. So we are going to multiply negative 3m by negative 3m by negative 3m by negative 3m. We are multiplying itself by itself 4 times. Negative 3m is multiplying itself 4 times. So negative times negative times negative times negative, and negative times negative becomes positive. 3 times 3, 9, m times m to the power 2 times negative 3m times negative 3m. Then 9 times negative 3 is negative 27. M squared times m is m to the power 3 times negative 3m. Then this is going to simplify to negative 27 times negative 3. It becomes positive 3 times 7. It's 21. Sorry. So it's 1. Carry 2. Then 3 times 2, 6 plus 2, 8. So it's 81 m to the power 4. 3 to the power 4 is 81. Then negative, if we raise a negative number to the power even number, it becomes positive. Then m multiplied by itself 4 times, it becomes m to the power 4. So our final answer is 81 m to the power 4. Then we'll move on to 5a. Right, we are going to evaluate 49 to the power 3 over 2. These are laws of indices. We are going to apply the law of index. If we have x to the power a over b, this is just the same as the bth root of x to the power of a. So 49, these are fractional indices. 49 to the power 3 over 2 becomes the square root of 49 to the power of 3. This becomes square root of 49 is 7. 7 to the power of 3 is 7 times 7. We have 49. 49 times 7. We get 49 times 7. This is 63. 28 plus 6 is 36. So it's 363. So we get 363 there. Then we move on to that part. This power, if a power is a negative, it means we are going to, it's 1 over that number raised to the power of a positive 3. So it's 2 to the power 3. This is just the same as the inverse. So the inverse of 2 to the power 3 is 1 over 2 to the power 3. Then this becomes 1 over 8. So it simplifies to 1 over 8. Then we move on to that simultaneous equation. So for that simultaneous equation, we are going to solve it by elimination. So by elimination, we have to manipulate this part so that we have coefficients, the same coefficients there. So to have the same coefficient, we are going to multiply equation 1 by 5, then equation 2 by 3. So 3x by 5 is 15x. 2 plus 2y by 5 is plus 10y, which is equal to 8 by 5 is 40. Then 5x by 3 is 15x plus 3y by 3 is plus 9y is equal to 4,5 times 3. 4,5 times 3 becomes 15 there, then 12, 13,5. Right, so it's 13,5. So to eliminate x, we are going to subtract equation 1 from equation 2. So 15x minus 15x is 0. 10y minus 9y, we are going to get a y. Then 40 minus 13,5 is 26,5. Then we are going to substitute. So substituting y is equal to 26,5 in equation 1. We are going to have 3x plus 2. In place of y, we substitute it with 26,5 is equal to 8. Then we now have 3x plus 2 times 26,5. It becomes 53 is equal to 8. Then this moves to that other side. So we have 3x is equal to 8 minus 53. And 8 minus 53 is negative. So it's 3x is equal to negative 45. Divide both sides by 3 by 3. So our x becomes negative 15. So the values of x, the value of x is negative 15 and the value of y is 26,5. Right, moving on to number 7. It reads, in the diagram, this is a psychogeometry question. In the diagram, AT and BT are tangents. AT and BT are tangents to the circle center O. C is a point on the circumference. So C is a point on the circumference of the circle, and angle ATB is equal to 74 degrees. So we are required to calculate angle AOT. So first of all, we try as much as we can to find the angles that we can. So for this, if these two are tangents and they are intersecting at T, from this point of intersection to point of contact with the circle, these lines are equal. So we now have an isosceles triangle there. So if this is 74 degrees, this becomes, if we subtract 74 from 180, we get 106. So 106 degrees is 106 is for this angle and that other angle. So since it's an isosceles triangle, we divide this by 2 to get 53. So this angle is 53 degrees. This angle is 53 degrees. Then this one is a tangent, and at the point of contact, it's meeting this chord. So this angle is equal to the angle that is formed in the alternate segment. So it's equal to 53 degrees here. Then if a line meets the tangent at the point of contact, and if that line is passes through the center, the angle which that line forms with the tangent is a right angle. So we have a right angle there, we have a right angle there. So for this angle, we can now find this angle. It's 90 degrees minus 53 degrees. So it's 90 minus 53. This becomes 37. So it's 37 degrees, and we have a radius there, and a chord that's joining these two to make an isosceles triangle. So if this is 37 degrees, this also becomes 37 degrees. And this angle, since we said this is 74 degrees and these lines are equal, and we have these two radii, it means this angle is half. This angle is half of 74, so it's 37 degrees. So for this angle, we have 37 plus 90, 37 plus 90, so we now have 7 there, 12, then 127 from 180, we get 10 minus the 3 there, 8 minus 3, it's 53. So this angle is 53 degrees, and this angle is also 53 degrees. And we could have used that theorem, angles subtended at the circumference are half of those angles subtended at the center if the angles are subtended by the same chord. So this one is half of this, so this is twice of this angle. Then we can let's try to answer the questions. Calculate angle AOT. AOT is 53 degrees. Angle BAT is 53 degrees. Then angle ACB, angle ACB is also 53 degrees. So it's 53 degrees. Then moving on to question number 8. In the diagram, each of the small semicircles have a diameter of 5 centimeters. The bigger semicircle has a diameter of 10 centimeters. These two have a diameter of 5, and the bigger one is a diameter of 10. So the question requires us to calculate the perimeter of the shaded part in terms of pi. So to calculate the perimeter, we are required to we first find the length of arc there. So to find the length of arc of bigger semicircle is equal to half times pi d, and this d is the diameter. So since it's a half circle, so that's why we have multiplied this pi d by half. The formula for finding the circumference of a circle is pi d. So this is a half circle, so it's half times pi d. So it's half times pi our diameter of this bigger semicircle is 10 centimeters. So 22 into 10 is 5. This becomes 5 pi. Then the length of arc of one semicircle, of one small length of arc of one small semicircle is equal to half times pi times diameter. So it becomes half times pi times 5, and it's 5 pi over 2. So for both of them, the length of these two becomes 2 semicircles. The length of 2 semicircles becomes 5 pi over 2 plus or times 2. Then this becomes 5 pi. So we now have pi over 2, 5 pi over 2 plus 5 pi over 2, 5 pi over 2 plus 5 pi over 2 plus 5 pi. This becomes 5 pi. So the total perimeter becomes 5 pi plus 5 pi. And this becomes 10 pi. 10 pi centimeters. Right. Then we move on to number 10. Right. A student scored the following marks in 6 tests. The first test, he or she scored 14, next X 15, 19, 15, 13. Then we are required to find the value of X if the mean of the marks is 13. So to find the mean of marks should be equal to the total of all 6 marks divided by 6. So the mean there is 13, being this 13 is equal to the total 14 plus X plus 15 plus 19 plus 15 plus 13 divided by 6. So we can cross multiply 13 by 6 is equal to 1 by this, by the total there. So 15 plus 15 is 30, 30 plus 19 it's 49, 49 plus 14, it becomes 13 there, 4, 5, 63, then 63 plus 13, it becomes 76 plus X. Then we multiply 6 by 13, 6 by 3, 18, 6 by 1, 6 plus 1, so it's 78 is equal to 76 plus X. Then this moves to the other side, 78 minus 76 is equal to X. So 78 minus 76 is 2. So the value of X is 2. Then the mode. The mode is the most frequent, the mark that she obtained the most. So she obtained 15 twice, and 19 once, 13 once, 14 once, and 2 once. So the most frequent is 15. So the model mark there is 15. So the mode is 15. Then the next question, find the median. So for the median, we have to arrange our scores in order. So in arranging the marks in order, we have 2, we have 13, 13, 14, 15, 15, and 19. So we have 6 marks there. So the middle marks are the median. So we have 2 marks there. So the median becomes 14, the average 14 plus 15 divided by 2. So it's 29 divided by 2. It becomes 1, 4, so it's 14,5. So that's the median. For today, we end here. We will resume our revision from number 10 in our next video. Thank you. Remember to subscribe, like, and share.